doing the right thing just makes you feel good, doesn't it? Pretty sure those are bad guys. Spider Sling! Yeah! 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 I gotta do better this time. Watch out, they're headed our way! Yeah! Now I've got something to...
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Only my neighborhood is now like multiple realities. Cool, right? Anybody who has the chance can be a hero. I believe that.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Loki? Ugh. I knew there was a reason my spidey sense was going crazy.
I am both there to you, Spider. Today, we share mutual foes.
Yeah. And tomorrow, you'll gladly stab me in the back to get what you want.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
If I get hit, it's gonna hurt. I'm not a vengeful person, but today I'll make an exception.
I never miss. I can't miss.
Charge!
We have hidden in the depths long enough. Now is the time to strike.
Spider mode!
Us against the world.
Undefeatable!
Typical Ultra Ring Supreme! This should protect me. Denizens of the deep! Oceans protect me!
Bring on the chaos!
Drown them!
Pure chaos!
Finish the job for you. Attack them!
Maximum pulse!
Kill me at once! That is much better.
We are undefeatable!
Can always use a shield.
We need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Sonic boom! Another one for the good guys.
Better stop that vehicle! Team, you got them all!
Please, give me a challenge.
Double jam!
Making the cut.
System error! That's 3!
Nowhere to hide. I'm in good shape now. I got some unfinished business.
You've got my back, I've got yours.
Had a chance. Extra protection. Was that my arrow?
Double KO! Goodbye. That's 3!
More force to come.
We are undefeatable!
I never miss. Woo! Never miss. Let's try this again.
Only 60 seconds left. Pure chaos! Here comes trouble. You've got to reboot. Down to 30 seconds.
Can always use a shield. I am too good at this. Bring on the chaos.
Double KO! You'll have to keep fighting until you have a winner.
Tony's got it under control.
Double KO! You got them all! Another epic victory! You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Once an Avenger, always an Avenger.
Before you attack, get ready.
Sorry, all my skills were developed the old-fashioned way. Hard work and training.
Even with all the powers I've absorbed, nothing beats blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, given plenty of those over my years.
battle starts
Trying
in
to keep
5,
up with everyone.
4, 3, 2, 1.
too late.
Yeah, I earned that one.
Some uninvited guests.
Don't let them do it, baby.
Double-edged sword!
Was that my arrow?
I got some unfinished business.
Better stop that vehicle!
You belong to me!
I'm doing this my way!
Co-op time!
I wasn't done with you.
Boom! No skill shots!
Don't mess with the amazing spider! Please, give me a challenge.
Take everything!
Fantastic! Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
Never liked robots. Needed that boost.
Disappear! A little help, please.
I think I twisted my shoulder.
I'm doing this my way!
Oh, my baby! They will pay for this.
Dagger. Only 60
Needed
seconds
that
left.
boost.
Double-edged sword!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Hey, at least my quiver's refilled.
Down to 30 seconds.
What are you aiming at?
Hang on just a little longer. Woo! I never miss. Usually you have to lead a target. Not with this arrow.
Extermination!
Needed that
Keep
boost.
fighting until we have a winner.
We got company.
A little help, please.
We are done when I say...
Another epic victory. Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Wind, cloud, and storm. Hear my command. Mutants must protect mutants, but also all of humanity.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
The hurricane is fierce. I bring thunder.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I can do some amazing stuff. I should enjoy this.
Have a tailwind.
Hitting harder than ever.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Feel the thunder.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
Feel strong again.
Double KO.
Struck down.
Someone scratch my back.
I bring thunder.
Harder than ever. I'm extra lethal. Time for someone to fight. It ain't cheap.
Any healing is good.
Now's the time
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Happy to help.
I'll patch you up.
He's gone.
Harder than ever. Someone scratch my back.
I bring thunder.
Enemies.
The area's almost yours.
They've spotted us.
Damn it, never fall!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Mutants must protect mutants, but also all of humanity.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Come, friend. We have a great battle ahead of us, and no time to delay.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I am honored. In most realities, I would not have gotten an invitation. Goodbye.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Mission area is yours.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web!
Mine enemies tremble.
I feel strong at
Now's the time to hit real hard.
faster, my friend. A storm is brewing.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
I do not forget. I feel new strength. Any healing is good healing.
The area's almost yours.
Awaken the rage of battle. Damn it, never falls!
Control lost.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
I will not make the same mistakes again. Feel the thunder!
I'll patch you up. He's the bad guy.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Their team's capture progress has passed the
A
halfway
storm
point.
is brewing. Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Web, and you get a web, and
Disappear!
What are you aiming at? As good my winning hand!
The sky fell on them. I will always lend them.
Hey, Dee! Enjoy the amplifier!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Wait, what? How the fuck?
You know what's interesting to me?
The world's smallest apartment, 16 square foot coffin homes, Hong Kong's dark reality, lock-in, chat type locked in. Let's go.
Smallest apartments, but they are only 16 square feet in size, and they are known as coffin homes. Inside, it's impossible to stand up or even stretch your arms. Some aren't even wider than the residents' shoulders or longer than their body. Despite this, these coffins are utilized as a living room, a kitchen, and a bedroom at the same time. Hong Kong has had the world's most expensive housing market for 14 years, around 200,000
For 14 years? How much do you think these coffin homes even cost?
Look at this. What are you? Do that? €500. I don't think I've done a food challenge with a cash prize that big off the top of my head. All I've got to do is eat the biggest burger in Italy, apparently. Right, to win this money, think about what I could do with €500. I could hire a cameraman that people actually like. So the place is called Bandito Burrito, which is in a town, the name of which I've forgotten, somewhere in Italy, sort of southeast of Milan and northwest of Bologna. My Italian geography is not fantastic since I'm not Italian, but the place appears to be Mexican in Italy, and they serve American food, which is interesting. So I'm just waiting for a lady called Fanny, who is apparently the translator, because the owners speak predominantly Italian, obviously because we are in Italy, but Fanny's going to help us out. It's a funny name. I mean, hi, Fanny. Nice to meet you. I'm doing very well, yeah. I came to do your giant burger challenge. I recognize you from the video.
Hi.
Excuse me, Miss Fanny. Could I order one giant burger challenge, please?
for finish this big burger.
Alright, no messing.
DJ.
Alright, so my place is called Bandito Burritos Pub in Reggio Emilia.
Reggio Emilia.
Yeah?
Reggio Emilia in Via Lombardia 1.
Right, and we're taking on the burger challenge, which is substantial. You get 500 euros and a t-shirt. Nobody's managed to finish it.
Nobody else.
And you get 30 minutes, half an hour.
Half an hour, yes, to
Yeah.
finish the burger, yes.
Alright.
With the potatoes included.
Oh yeah, I get it. You gotta finish everything.
Everything on the plate, clean it properly.
And how yes ma'am.
Brother, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Perfect time. You hear the bell? The bell went off and everything. Alright, thank you.
Bravo.
I'm just gonna get stuck into this. Oh, it's still hot.
Water for my friend.
Not good. I didn't even eat it. I've been doing this for nearly 12 years. Still started too quick. Ooh, there's a nice soft caramelized onion topping on this. You get a little bit there. See that? It's nice and sweet. Gives a nice sweet kick. This is not really a burger, is it? When you think about it. It's sort of like a pile of mince with a bun on the bottom and lots of bacon. I expected more bacon, actually. Oh, it looks bigger now when it came out. It's never ending.
Time for your beer?
A beer?
Yeah.
I don't think beer is going to help. Maybe afterwards.
Afterwards. Okay, perfect. Perfect.
So much meat.
Go, bro, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, I'm trying. Thank you.
Re, sono passati 7 minuti quasi. La carne sta andando giù e spero che vada. Buono? Good, smash.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Delicious.
delicioso.
Good. Gordon Ramsay, please.
Steady, steady. This is tough going, man.
Friend, put the sauce for go down easy.
What type of sauce is it?
This is a salsa burger.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah? Okay. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Well, they're certainly not stingy with the portions. The sauce is pretty good. This is a lot of meat.
That's nice.
10 minutes down, Adam.
10 minutes? Come on, old man. I can't even really tell where the meat stops and the bun starts. That's bun.
Sono passati 12 minuti, il ragazzo sta spingendo molto forte. Sta andando bene, mi piace.
He said basically that already 12 minutes passed and you going really well.
You think I could make a sandwich out of it now?
It's worth a shot there.
Bro, you were insane. Coca-Cola? Beer?
Ooh, do you have a, what do you call it, Diet Coke in it? Coca-Cola Light, Coke Zero?
Coke Zero, yeah.
Oh, perfect, thank you.
Coca-Cola?
Thank you. It's like Salt Bay.
Might be over the worst of it, but it's hard to tell because the time's ticking away in it, so let's see if we can do it.
Più male è cosa, alright.
Dimmi che io non mangio così tanto. E guarda come cazzo sono, lui è così, come fa?
Oh,
He said he's not eating as much as him and he's still bigger than him.
As long as you're happy, man.
Right, 10 minutes left, Adam.
I'm gonna run out of time.
No Christmas bonus for us, Josh. Stop laughing and keep eating.
The burger's all but done. God. I'm really sorry. That should weigh out the dollar is.
My God. Crazy.
Bro, say me, bro. Do you very big boss?
Only 42 to go, Adam.
Oh, this was hard. Have I got everything just do?
Yeah, looks like it's
Is that clean enough? Funny, is that like...
Pulisci perché era buono.
It's perfect.
4 minutes left now.
Alright, this is Baby's food. And that was the biggest burger in Italy. Just in the nick of time.
Bravo. Bravo, bravo. Bravo. Incredibile. Veramente, complimenti. Bravo, good boy, good.
Thank you, grazie.
It's a big burger.
Delicioso.
Grazie. Delicious.
Do you guys have a dessert menu here?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. If you have space for it.
I always have space for dessert. Always.
Perfect. The perfect answer.
Vuole pure il dolce?
Yes. First.
Yeah.
Yes. If you have space for it.
I always have space for dessert. Always.
Perfect. The perfect answer. Yes.
So fucking.
I don't think he believes that I want to tiramisu.
You're gonna have to clean it. It's so clean.
Oh, that's my kind of portion, yeah. Perfect.
Bravo. Il primo boccone lo do io.
You gonna feed me?
Yeah. Buono tiramisù, good.
Yeah, in fact, I've never been fed tiramisu before, so that is a first.
This is the best day ever.
He's gonna put that on the OnlyFans later on. Oh, the money's here.
You win and me pay. For you.
Oh, man, I can't take that off you, man. No, take it back. Take it back. Come on. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
No.
Yeah. Special back. I'll just take one of these t-shirts.
Yeah. There goes his Christmas bonus, Josh.
That's the real
For
prize.
you.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Thank you. That's a cool one. Look at that. Weapons on there. That's the real prize. Let's finish this tiramisu. I'm so glad it's a tiny little jar. I thought he was going to bring out this massive weight of tiramisu.
Chas.
So you're going to finish it though?
Fucking horn.
Alright. Let's get out of here.
I'm fixing a fun.
How many acts were there that used to have something? Have a fiddle, have a buddy, have a little black guy sitting on their knee or whatever. They used to have all of it. And now, it's like you're lucky to find a guy who...
Hey, Reggie!
Yeah.
About to start our bit.
Dude, I couldn't, I just don't even think I could fight, man. I remember one kid attacked me once in school. It didn't go really well. I got attacked by a bunch of dogs.
Dogs? That's a different animal.
Two of them came back and attacked me on my birthday again a year later.
On your birthday?
God,
When did they come back? They came back like it's this fool's birthday. You take any bites?
Yeah, I took a couple bites. Went to the hospital. It was my birthday. I remember I was 11 years old, and then at 12 years old, two of them came back and got me again. Like they knew. That's what I'm saying, man. Animals are insightful, dude. It's definitely interesting. We made our own movie, man. So yeah, just things come up. Somebody has pink eye or whatever. Somebody's been eating ass at night or whatever. You know, when they show up and they can't even see. You know, but they're like a lookout on a boat or something for that day. And you got some guy
Fucking pink eye.
yeah, some guy in both eyes. I'm like, dude. at least wear an eye patch.
Who was that, the Diaz brothers or no?
No, that wasn't the Diaz brothers. Dude, I used to go downtown when I first moved here. A couple of Vietnamese dudes would beat the fuck out of you for $40, $50, $70. And they put you in that dog suit, the bite suit that they have, you know, at FBI training. And next thing you know, dude, these guys would beat the shit out of you. And bro, when you left there, you didn't have a lot to worry about.
Are you trying to communicate with like the hip hop crowd? Do you feel like that's something you need to improve on?
I don't know, man. I mean, dude, I've been listening to some MGK, so that's almost as black as I get a lot of times.
As black as it gets.
Yeah. I mean, I was like a Tevin Campbell fan growing up, so not really.
Yeah.
Are you ever worried that someone will look over one of your old bits and go, oh, that's a bit naughty?
I don't think anybody could realistically look at me and think that I've never said the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you said.
I mean, I was raised in the breadth of the wrong thing, you know, so I've heard all of its songs.
Yeah.
And back in Louisiana, people would like try to fight me at bars, and guys would like, I remember people throwing bottles at me, and like it just got crazy. And that's one of the reasons why I left Louisiana, was because it got so crazy. Out of jealousy, right? Probably. I guess. They get drunk. Fuck this guy. Yeah. You know, you're on TV. And people, the N-word, they call me the N-word too, and I'm like, what? You know? Like, I mean, I'm Polish Nicaraguan. Yeah. But, so yeah, just idiots, you know? I mean, there's a lot of idiocy in a lot of places.
But then also they threw a wrench in there like, oh, do you know how to read prompter? I've never read prompter in my life.
Dude, sometimes they'll sneak a wild font at you through that prompter, dude.
Or it'll go real slow, and you're like, come on, man.
Sometimes they get a prompter from like one of those mental health facilities or something where they have a lot of mental people that are in there, and they read slow.
Yeah, they read slow.
Because they'll get bootleg ones that are cheaper, and how you save money is the people that are using them are mentally handicapped. They only on that one speed. You know?
Just that one speed, yeah, super slow. Super slow, man.
I got all these war movie things like POW type of shit. Probably 70% of my auditions were for POWs. And what did you get a lot?
Friend. It was always like this guy's fat friend.
Head butcher.
Yeah, but I actually have that.
I wanted to say it out loud.
No,
I was a little aggressive.
No, I've gotten that.
Well, dude, a lot of black people, and I will say this, because this is really factual, and I've spent a lot of time around, you know, in the dark arts, and I don't mean, that's not black people in general, that's
the dark arts. That's voodoo, that's black magic.
That's everything, black magic.
That's New Orleans. That's the underground.
Yep. Black people don't really know, they don't differentiate between indoors and outdoors, dude.
What do you mean?
Outdoors can be indoors. Black person, you can put them outdoors, and you put them indoors. Same volume levels, same speed.
There's no inside voice.
There's zero inside.
There's no etiquette when you go indoors.
Well, they just don't. I don't believe in like a lot of structure and. Yeah, I don't want to say woodwork, but I want to say overall that they do not. Yeah, they don't have indoor voices, but I'm trying to say. I think I used too many words. And I grew up around some fucking real crazy poor white people. You know, the dude if they had a dude in our town, no arms, used to fucking fight everybody. You know that dude. You know what I'm saying? He'd get you in that lurch. He would catch you with between his chin and his chest. He would fucking snack you like a snake. His boy Gert was his name. And he would just get you like that, bro. And he'd choke you down.
He had no arms.
No arms at all. And he'd fight anybody.
He could punch him. How many blocked?
Oh, bro. He'd spin out of it. He'd spin, he'd duck, he'd dodge. He would just lurch at you. And bro, the thing is, here was the...
Oh, you know what? If he hit you with that shoulder, you're going down.
Yeah, part of it. The big was that choke. He would catch you like this.
Where would he catch you?
In your neck. He would catch you neck to neck.
That's fucking crazy.
Once he got you neck to neck, but this whole family, the whole family was fucking.
He could choke you out.
Psychos, bro. He would fuck you up. One of the kids was in a wheelchair. They never taught him to walk. I don't even think he was crippled. They just never taught him to walk. And so the other brother would carry him on his back everywhere, like a backpack, dude. And didn't even give a fuck. Somebody one time when I was in college sent me a picture of two old men, and they were naked in a room. I remember getting this email.
Oh, lemon party.
And they
just seen the same image.
And they had a kid like sitting on a bed.
No, I haven't seen that image.
And in my mind, I'd never thought about old people and children and sex, you know, or anything wild like that. So I sent it to everybody I knew. I was like, guys, this is so silly. And dude, I remember like 2 years later running into an ex-girlfriend. She goes, yeah, well, nobody will forget that time that you sent that picture of 2 old men and a naked kid to everybody. I'm like, that's what that was if you look at it like a freak. Fucking excommunicated by everyone you know. You know when you see 2 rabbits on a goat's back, like in a photo? Sure, yeah. Like I thought it was like that. Oh, let's just mix the world. You know, I didn't think of it as sex. Oh my God.
Hello and welcome to Trigonometry. I'm Francis Foster.
I'm Konstantin Kisser.
And this is a show for you if you want honest conversations with fascinating people.
Our brilliant guest today is already taking the piss out of us. It's the amazing American comedian Theo Von.
But you guys have, we call it autism. I don't know what you guys call it, bro, but we got it over here. Everybody's got it.
Everybody's got it.
Every celebrity has it when they have a movie coming out.
Right.
I remember I made love pretty badly. I'm not really good at sex to a Korean girl in Idaho. Wow.
Korean in Idaho.
There was that one dude, I'd come out of the bathroom, I'd tackle him, our liaison partners and our security guys bust in from the side room, I have him pinned down, and he's like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Our liaison partners give him a shot of Demerol, and it knocks him out. People die in hotels every single day. So we put him on a gurney, we covered him up like a dead body, we took him out the back and put him in the ambulance. And when he came to, he was tied to a chair. So I said, now it's my turn.
So this game, to my knowledge, is like Lethal Company, but there are... So this game, to my knowledge, is like Lethal Company, but there are, like, what are they called? They're like clones that mimic our own voices and kill us. Wait, just having a conversation, and he killed me. And he went, oh, I think they're both clones. I did think you were a clone because you were walking all weird.
On purpose. I did it on purpose. But he literally said he has a family. You're like, the family's good. Everything's okay. And he killed you.
Is that real? Are those real comms? I'm waiting for an actual bot to walk up to Chris and him not to realize. Hello, friend. Are you friend or foe?
Steve, what are we doing? Chris got like 4 brain cells, bro.
Yo, Chris! Hey, Chris! Oh, what the fuck do you mean? Oh, I think they were both AI. You murdered me. Also, you killed Susie and me. You killed Susie and me. Susie was acting like an AI.
You and Joe were talking for like a minute and a half in that room. How did you?
I just walked back. You hit me. I didn't hit. Nick Crowley, YouTube's Darkest Videos 9. Do you think he gets recommended these videos, or do you think he finds them himself? Because I feel like... YouTube has so many fucking videos that are uploaded constantly. There's no way he could just comb the internet.
On the morning of March 22nd, 2024, the Kern County Sheriff's Office was flooded with calls about an incident that had taken place near the Wasco Amtrak station in Wasco, California. The incident involved a pedestrian who was reportedly walking dangerously close to an active train track before being struck by an oncoming locomotive, a situation that authorities knew was likely unsurvivable. Police arrived at the scene shortly after 8 a.m. and were met with the bloody aftermath of the accident, as they found 48-year-old Horacio Ayala Penosa deceased on the tracks, with the force of the impact being so strong that his body was torn apart and scattered all throughout the area. At first, it was believed to have been a clear-cut, but after interviewing some of the witnesses, police learned...
Yeah, the amount of people that walk into oncoming trains is insane. Like, I don't know if there's any countermeasures to fix that, because it's like, even if you get rid of that method, there's still other ways that people are going to try and take their own life. But, I don't know, dude. I don't want to say, like, they should have employees that kind of just, like, hover train stations and wait to see if... Like, because I don't want to say you can tell, but a lot of the time, like, they're hovering, like, the wall of the train. Like, they're almost already just waiting for it to come in, versus, like, sitting back by a
never stepped in front of the train, and rather, he had actually been sucked.
No, it's so sad, but it's like, what do you do?
As police learned that the man had never stepped in front of the train, and rather, he had actually been sucked underneath, as a result of walking too closely, painting a clearer picture that this was all a tragic accident. But as police were conducting these interviews, one strange detail kept coming up, as apparently, Horatio wasn't the only one on the tracks around the time of the incident, with there allegedly having been one other man standing nearby, a man who took off shortly after Horatio had been killed. And strangely, witnesses believe they saw the man reach down and pick something up before leaving. For the officers on the scene, finding this man became the next obvious order of business. But by this point, he had already found himself a few blocks away, where he was spotted by a group of construction workers. The group watched as the man walked towards them, appearing to hold some sort of large item in one of his hands, the same item that had been taken from the train tracks. And the closer he got, the clearer it became what exactly this thing was. It was a human leg.
He took one of the people... Okay, so he didn't push the guy, but he took the leg of the guy and left. Like, he saw him get hit by a train and then stole his leg. He's just holding it in his hand.
For some inexplicable reason, when the train had dismembered Horatio, this man had run over and picked up his leg, and he was now waving that leg on the sidewalk of a nearby road, with the construction crew claiming that he had been banging it against the fence as he walked towards them, and at one point had even struck the leg against one of their machines. Upon the realization, a wave of fear washed over the group, as they were unsure what this man had done to get this leg, or what he would do next, though that was something that even the wildest of imaginations
like, from their point of view, they thought this guy probably killed someone.
never predicted. As the man looked down at the leg and began eating it, as the workers watched on in horror. Officers are...
Yo, like, what would this guy have done this day if the one dude didn't get hit by the train? Like, this guy was just, like, hovering the train station, acting like a normal person before this?
I've done the scene immediately after this, and when they asked the man what he was doing with the leg, he explained that it belonged to him, and that he was taking it to a nearby hospital to have it reattached. But it was obvious to everyone there that this man wasn't missing any of his legs, with the officers having to go as far as to prove it to him by making him roll up the sleeves of his pants and touch both of his legs. His explanation was completely nonsensical, and obviously didn't account for the fact that he was literally eating the leg just minutes before, leading to officers immediately placing him under arrest. His name was Rosendo Taya.
You know what's so weird is, like, do we, like, in the U.S. legal system, there's a crime that applies to this. What is the name of that? Eating a human, like, body part? Like, what is the, like, stealing a limb from someone? Like, what is the... Yeah, it's cannibalism, but I'm saying, like, chat, it's beyond that. It's like he took someone's dead. I feel like it's not like grave robbery. But, like, if somebody dies, you can't just, like, steal their body.
And experiencing homelessness, and had been living on a street near the train tracks, with police determining that he did in fact have nothing to do with the actual death of Horatio. He just so happened to be near the tracks at the time, where he would first witness the accident, and then, for some unknown reason, take Horatio's leg and start eating it. It appears as though this was the result of a combination of both drugs and alcohol.
Oh, no, dude, yeah, fuck, dude, he's probably on fucking bath salts.
He was found carrying narcotics when he was taken into custody, and he had just been captured by security cameras purchasing alcohol at a nearby liquor store just hours before the incident. But what's so interesting about this footage is just how normal Rosendo seems. In fact, the people working there knew him quite well, as he stopped in almost daily, where he was described as being polite and ordinary, including on the day of that incident. In fact, it said that at first the shop owners didn't believe that Rosendo could have possibly done this, but it seems that whatever substances he had taken that day had changed him. Rosendo Tejas was charged with 2 counts of removal of human remains, and one...
See, that's the fucking... I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that... Like, I agree that should be a crime, but it's like, the removal of human remains. They had to add that, because there's been a situation where somebody's done this before.
Count of destroying or concealing evidence, as well as resisting a police officer, and was sentenced to 1 year in prison after pleading no contest, bringing this absurd case to an end. However, his unsettling behavior will forever live on in one of YouTube's darkest videos.
I want to know, like, dude, I hate that we just glanced by. Now we're moving on to the next one. I know it's only a year, chat. I want to know why the fuck he ate the leg. Like, or picked it up, even, to begin. Like, I understand he's homeless and he's on drugs, but, like, what motivated you to be like, oh, I just watched a guy die right in front of my eyes. I'm gonna go steal his body part and eat it. He was hungry? Bro, it's not that. There's no way that he was hungry. He had money to buy alcohol. He had a lot of cash.
It was just past 10 p.m. Safely tucked away in her second-story apartment, 20-year-old Hannah Vivaretti set up her phone to record a video of herself dancing. For her, this was a meditative practice, a way of unwinding after a long, stressful day, and to truly feel at peace. But that day, fate had other plans. As Hannah was dancing, something off camera caused her to stop dead in her tracks and yell, "Who are you?" It was a man whom Hannah had never seen before, standing in the doorway of her balcony, which again was on the second floor.
What the fuck? So he got, oh my god, and the door's probably open if she's talking to him. So he climbed her balcony and was just staring through the window at her?
That man had climbed up, cracked open the door, and was now standing in her home staring at her, quietly muttering nonsensically with a big grin on his face.
Who are you? Who are you? Please get off.
Hannah stopped the music and again asked, "Who are you?" To which the man responded by saying,
"Please get out. No, please get out. Yes."
But her demeanor and the panic in her voice.
Are you sure? You've got to be on drugs. I feel like she should have fucking just drop kicked the shit out of her. Like off the goddamn balcony, man. Like kick him the hell out, close the door.
Made it all too clear that this was far.
I would fight him. I think it's easier to say that though. Like I'm saying the same thing, but I think it's easier to say that than when you're actually in the moment where you're kind of just like startled like that. Like you don't really know how you're gonna react. You could say, "Oh, I would have just punched him in the face," but it's like until you're actually in that situation where like you're dancing and then you just see a guy standing in your doorway, like you don't know what you're gonna do.
From the caves.
Who are you?
I'll grab my gun. Well, that's what you have.
Please get out of my apartment right now.
She started to make her way over to her phone and then towards the front door. All the while, the man kept calmly insisting that they be friends, but Hannah was having none of it.
Please get out of my apartment right now.
Opening her front door and in the process,
"Get out! Get out!"
Pointing the camera directly at the intruder, giving us our first and only glimpse of the man as he's standing still in the balcony doorway. And with her front door now open, she yelled at him to get out, loud enough for the neighbors to hear.
"Get out!"
Which finally caused the man to retreat. As it turns out, Hannah did actually know who this man was, at least vaguely, as he lived in the same apartment complex, but he never actually spoke to her. He would always just stare and smile, making it apparent that he had some sort of sick interest in her.
Oh my god, what? So he thought that he was gonna like walk into the balcony and like climb. He thought he was gonna climb to her second floor balcony, walk inside, and she was just gonna be like, "Yeah, come in."
As for why he entered her home that night, it's fairly obvious that his intentions were incredibly sinister, with Hannah recalling that during the entire experience, his hands never left his hoodie pocket, making her wonder if he was holding onto some sort of weapon that he may have been planning to use on her. But thankfully, because of her swift reaction, we'll never truly know what he had planned that night. Days after the incident, police would arrest 36-year-old Angel Moses Rodriguez Gomez and charge him with stalking, second-degree assault, third and fourth-degree burglary, and malicious destruction of property. But surprisingly, shortly after his arrest, they allowed him to walk free on bail. And given that he lived in the same apartment complex as Hannah and clearly knew where she lived, this decision was incredibly controversial, with Hannah herself stating,
I mean, bro, incredibly controversial. Yeah, I think the apartment complex landlord, like, should at least evict him. You know, like, that should be a part of it. If he's able to get released on bail, she should be able to get a restraining order on him, and he should have to leave. Like,
in an interview that I just don't think it's fair that he's walking freely right now, and I have to watch my back at every angle. Thankfully, the court's decision would not lead to any further escalations of the case, and today Angel no longer lives in the country, but the footage is incredibly chilling.
Bro, he left the country.
Nonetheless, and it sent me down a rabbit hole of home invasion videos late the other night. And here on YouTube, I came across countless unsettling examples. One such example comes from Saratov, Russia, and shows a woman moments after being awoken by the sound of knocking as she lay in bed in her apartment. It was around 4:30 a.m., which was already unusual enough, but things became downright horrifying for her when she realized that the knocking wasn't coming from the door, it was coming from the window.
That is so fucking creepy. Yo, I'm so fast grabbing a fucking hammer and whacking that motherfucker in the head.
Outside of her window was a man banging his head against the glass over and over again. And equally as disturbing, this woman's unit wasn't on the first floor. She was 2 stories up, and she didn't have a balcony. Across the street, a neighbor filmed the incident as it happened, showing us that the man was standing on one of the building's gas pipes while he continued to strike the window. Eventually, these hits grew so forceful that the glass started to break, and his head began—
oh my god, he started bleeding?
And bleeding profusely, finally leading to the man stopping, but not in the pursuit of entering the home.
Where is this, Russia?
As he instead climbed to a different window where he attempted to peel it open with his fingers. But by this point, police had already arrived on scene, and eventually the man would be forced down and placed under arrest. We're looking for an explanation as to why this man was doing this. It appears that he was under the influence of bath salts during the ordeal.
Bro, that's what I say. That's what I said about the guy. Bro, I'm telling you, bath salts make people fucking crazy. And I would bet that the other guy that ate the fucking human leg was also on bath salts. When you see motherfuckers on bath salts, they're climbing on cars, just breaking shit. Dude, they become animals when they're on— what is bath salts? It's not actual, like, Epsom salts. Like, when people say bath salts, they don't mean, like, the actual shit you get to, like, fucking bathe. You know, they're just called bath salts because they look like bath salts. The actual drug name is synthetic cannabinoids, a class stimulant drug in the cot plant. I think we can chew cot as well in certain countries, like the cot leaf. Bath salts are powerful nervous system stimulants similar to cocaine, meth, and MDMA. Adverse overdose effects. The desired effects from bath salts are euphoria, increased alertness, physical activity, and sex drive. The adverse effects are agitation, confusion, acute psychosis, paranoia, hallucinations, violent and self-destructive behavior, panic attacks, high blood pressure, nausea, seizures, breakdown of muscle fibers, and kidney failure. An excited delirium, a syndrome characterized by psychosis, extreme agitation, violent behavior, dehydration, potential organ failure. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of downsides comparable to the others.
But aside from this, I couldn't find any other information about the man's identity, or whatever became of him. But I was able to find that this clip doesn't tell the entire story, as the woman behind the camera actually spoke to a local reporter and provided additional context to the ordeal, which
So this guy didn't know her, he just wanted to get into the house?
only made the story more terrifying. At first, he knocked with his hands. Then he began to peck at me at the window with his head for an hour and a half without...
An hour and a half? They didn't fucking show up? An hour and a half? I would have called the cops immediately. It took an hour and a half for the cops to show up?
Stopping. After that, he started shouting my name to the whole yard.
Oh, so he did know.
He was foaming at the mouth. His whole face was covered in blood, and he shouted that he wanted to talk to me, and he needed me. With the most terrifying part of his statement being that she had no idea who this man was, or how he could have even known her name. The idea of both of these intruder videos featuring people whom the victims had never even spoken to makes them especially unsettling, as it shows that you really never know who's watching and might be obsessing over you. But incidents like this can be equally as chilling when the intruder is someone that you do know. Mohammed Amana was a 26-year-old man living in Orrefors, Sweden, and had been dating a woman named Maria. But after several run-ins with the law, Mohammed's lifestyle just became too much for her, and she eventually decided to end the relationship. This caused Mohammed to become enraged, an emotion that was only further heightened when he discovered that she was staying with a male friend of theirs. And on the 25th of May, he would show up at his doorstep and ask to speak to Maria. Inside, the male friend and Maria both refused to let him in and told her to leave. And for a moment...
But that's like a level of obsession, though. Like, you get broken up with, they move on, they're with another guy, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna pull up to their house. She'll let me in. We're gonna fix this. It's too far. Yeah. You know, what the fuck?
And he did, though only temporarily, as he would return minutes later, this time armed with a ladder. And noticing what he was trying to do, the homeowner began recording with his cell phone.
Brother, he starts climbing the ladder. I'm pulling a Looney Tunes maneuver, and I am pushing the ladder until he falls on his fucking head. What? He sets up the ladder, I'm going, pushing it off. Three Stooges, brother. He's falling.
And though only temporarily, as he would return minutes later, this time armed with a ladder.
Flip the ladder, that's like a 30-foot ladder, you fucking kidding me?
And noticing what he was trying to do, the homeowner began recording on his cell phone.
Throw a brick at his head. Not really a tall enough ladder. Not really a tall enough ladder, I think. I mean, you get to the top of the ladder, really get a jump.
The man behind the camera asks, "What are you doing? Are you going to fight me?" To which Mohammed said no, he just wanted to speak to Maria. As he said this, his demeanor was unsettlingly calm as he continues making his way up the ladder.
Mohammed, du kommer inte upp här. Du kommer inte in I mitt hem. Du kommer inte in I mitt hem, Mohammed.
I'm pushing his ass off the ladder, bro. I'm pushing his ass off the ladder.
So calm that the cameraman couldn't tell if Mohammed was a threat or not, though it wouldn't take long for him to get his answer.
Also, why is he using his hand? The guy that's pushing the ladder, I'm getting like a broomstick, you know? I'm getting a broomstick and I'm pushing his ass off.
Men inte in I mitt hem. Han högg mig med en kniv. Han högg mig med en kniv.
In an instant, Mohammed struck the cameraman, causing him to retreat into his room, closing the sliding glass door just in time for Mohammed to step on the balcony and brandish a large kitchen knife.
En stor köttkniv. Såg ni det? Du, han krossar glaset med en sten.
Still dazed by the attack, the man holding the camera retreated even further into the house, while Maria had already run into the bathroom and locked the door behind her, a door that Mohammed would quickly rush over to.
Mohammed.
Oh my god, does he get stabbed?
Släpp in mig på dass, han kommer in. Han kommer in, Maria. Mohammed, du. Mohammed, du högg mig redan.
In desperately tried to open, even trying to use his knife to turn the lock, as that lock was the only thing standing in the way of what he was there to do.
It really upsets me he didn't push this guy off the ladder, like, really bad. Like, because he could have just fucking stopped that there and then. Like, he would have fucking, dude, that would have knocked the fucking what out of you. He would have broken his spine.
What exactly that was,
Fucking falling 2 stories onto your backs.
is unknown, as police would manage to arrive on the scene within minutes of this footage being taken, where they would arrest Mohammed before he was able to get to Maria. But it's clear based on the fact that he had a weapon on him and his desperate attempt to breach the house that he didn't just want to have a conversation. In the end,
It's weird though, because it seems like he wanted to kill his ex-girlfriend rather than die.
the man filming was left with only minor cuts. Mohammed was sentenced to 2 years in prison, as well as a 10-year ban from the country of Sweden, leaving us with
Wow. Wow.
3 haunting videos of 3 disturbed intruders, whose true intention
10-year ban from visiting a country.
will thankfully never be known.
Only 2 years? I mean, yeah, only 2 years, but he can't return to Sweden. Like, if he pulled up to Sweden, they would immediately arrest him. That's like an even more extreme version of a restraining order. Like, you just got exiled from the country.
Hi, hey folks, this is Noah, getting my blog live. Trucks and lots of trucks.
This is the very first footage that Noah Harpone would post to YouTube. After years of having a channel, Noah finally decided to give up.
Like, how are you finding this channel, bro? 52 subscribers? How does he even know about this story? Like, how does one find this? Like, it has to be like a fan submitting this.
Loading a try, posting this inaugural video to a self-titled channel on October 29th, 2015, titling it 10/29/15, video blog number 1, and introducing himself to the platform with a simple "Hello world" in the description.
No, but I did want to dissect just the beginning of a sermon given by Pastor Bill, a guy that my dad has been following, taking ideas from for 10 years at least. He and his family, some kids.
In the video, Harpone paces throughout his home and discusses a priest named Pastor Bill, whom he believed was influencing his father and his family, and clearly not in a good way.
I've been ignorant of it for a long time.
You know what makes me know that this guy's unstable is this whatever fucking music this guy's listening to in the background while he's just recording himself talking about how he hates his dad's priest. Like that. What the fuck is that?
And clearly not in a good way.
I've been ignorant of it for
Who made that beat?
a long time. So I wanted to look at it, and I challenged him just to look at 15 minutes of this sermon.
Though he gives no context as to who this pastor is, only mentioning that he had been ignorant of the situation for a while, and that this video was his response after trying to expose the truth to his father.
I've been waiting, and haven't heard anything. So I was going to just post my reply, and I guess that's how I'll start my blog.
Again, what this truth is unclear, as the lack of information makes this video a confusing watch, and ultimately it tells us very little about who Noah was, let alone the other people he was discussing. But he did end the clip by making it clear that this was only the beginning of what would be a reoccurring vlog series that would showcase just him, his thoughts, and his camera.
The blog is just going to be me with video camera, and that'll be it. We'll see what happens.
But before those uploads would come, Noah had pinned a website in his description that directed users to a blog post written by him that same day, titled, "Is my dad in a cult? Even worse, is it satanic?" Throughout the writing, Harpone loosely provides additional context for his video, as he breaks down a sermon given by Pastor Bill, who is shown to be Bill Johnson, a well-known preacher from the Bethel Church in Redding, California.
I also feel like Satanism is like fully not understood by the average person. Like most people that are Satanists, I'm almost sure don't actually worship Satan. It's just the denial of Christianity and the mocking of religion as a whole.
Who had garnered a large following online, and despite the sermon being over an hour long,
like they don't actually believe in the devil. They don't believe in anything. It's like a version of atheism. I gotta Google that. I feel like I watched a whole documentary about this shit. About how like Satanism started. Satanism. Satan is a symbol of individualism, rebellion, and enlightenment rather than actual devil worship. It's atheistic.
Arkham goes through it point by point.
Like when people are like, they worship the devil, they're Satanists. I don't think anybody actually worships the devil. Because if you believe in the devil, you believe in God.
Taking everything that he said, and the more he typed, the more angry he got. And the more angry he got, the more nonsensical his words became. I'm attempting to present...
So you? No. Because I don't worship. I don't use Satan as... I don't talk about Satan. You could say I'm more under the idea of atheism, but not atheistic, satanic, like Satanism.
It's a case that shows the leader of this prestigious institution, along with a select group of rulers, are using mind control techniques to poison and confuse legions of useful idiots that slave away to keep the institution humming along, and that this man, Pastor Bill Johnson, and his ruling caste are using mind control to keep people imbalanced and ignorant, in a state of perpetual...
Bro, this is insane. I mean, you could say that the pastor is using religion as a means to get donations for the church, but I feel like that's what he's saying, but he's saying it's through mind control. Pastors are preaching and also, yes, do funnel money out of people's pockets. Like, it was like tithing or whatever it's called, where you're supposed to give like a certain percentage of your income to the church. Like, that's a thing, but like, that's not through mind control.
Waiting for the material world to be defined, while they themselves are profiting immensely in this material world. The blog gives us a peek behind the curtain of the man shown in this video, a man who seems to be clearly mentally unwell, paranoid, and very angry, with the post making it clear that the purpose of Noah's content was to bring this pastor down, and video blog number 1 was supposed to be just the start. However, there would never be a video blog number 2, as just 2 days after posting this video, Noah's life would take a drastic turn. Oh god.
Spring 911, what's the exact location of your emergency?
It's in...
Repeat that one more time for me and make sure I correct.
Well, it's across the street from me. I'm calling from my address.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Well, there's a guy walking around with like 2 cans of gasoline or something, 2 small cans, and a big, like a rifle. It's black, and it has a strap around it. He's walking up to doors and stuff.
At 8:35 a.m. on Halloween morning, a woman named Naomi Bettis called 911 after witnessing a suspicious man walking around her neighborhood in Colorado Springs, as she watched him carrying several cans of gas, as well as an AR-15 that was hung over his shoulder. She didn't know it at the time, but this man was her neighbor, Noah Harpen.
Bro, how did he get that gun? How did he get that gun? Like, bro, I feel like that's one thing for, like, gun licensing. You gotta take, like, there has to be, like, a definitive, like, a 2-hour sanity test for this shit. Like, how are you allowed to own that?
Then I seen that he walked into the building, and the glass window of that business is broke.
And that's a business? What's the name of the business?
I have no idea, but I just know it's, I don't know if it's a big gun, BB gun, but it looks pretty scary.
As the call progresses, Naomi explains that she had watched him enter a nearby business, where one of the windows appeared to have been broken. She wasn't sure if anything illegal had happened at this point, but she was convinced that Noah was up to something sinister, which based on what he had in his possession, seemed to be the only logical conclusion. However, this concern wasn't felt.
I mean, it doesn't even matter if it's BB gun. If you're walking around with a black-tipped rifle, you can get arrested for that. Dude, I remember when I was a kid, that's why all fucking BB guns have orange tips. If you paint that black, that's illegal. You get arrested for that.
It's by everyone.
Okay. And you said it looks like a long gun, correct? Like a rifle?
Yeah.
Well, it's an open carry state, so you can have a weapon with him or walking around.
That's nuts. I gotta have the date. I'm not trying to make like a political standpoint right now. I think you having concealed carry or like carry and you have a gun, like a pistol or whatever, okay. But if you're allowed to just wander around with an AR on your back, why? What scenario? Like, why would you need an AR on your body? Like, in a random, what the fuck?
But of course, having those gas cans, it does seem pretty suspicious, so we're gonna keep the call going.
Like, that's so different. Like, open carry holding an assault rifle is so different than, like, concealed carry having, like, a pistol in your car.
Yeah. Okay, and the window's broken to that business downstairs.
Right. And you said he's now upstairs, correct?
Yes.
And are you or anyone else in immediate danger?
No.
That's not illegal. He's walking around with 2 cans of gasoline, looking indoors, holding a gun. What the fuck? That's so sketchy.
Okay.
As the operator seemingly brushed aside the incident, stating that she was only keeping the call going because the gas cans could be suspicious. However, even with that, the report still wasn't taken seriously.
Hunters? Okay, but I'm saying the mixture of the situation here. The situation here, this guy's wandering door to door holding cans of gasoline and a gun.
Seriously, as the dispatcher...
What are you, like, what is the, what, they're gonna walk up to him? Oh, sorry, I was just gonna fill up my car.
hung up on her shortly after, before dispatching one single officer to the scene.
Oh my God.
An officer that never even made it there, as just moments later he was called off and sent to what was deemed to be a more pressing scene at the local senior center. Naomi's concerns were completely ignored, but despite this, she continued to watch out her window, waiting to see what Noah would do next. 4 minutes after her call with police ended, and 10 minutes after first reporting Noah's behavior, Naomi would dial 911 once again. Only this time, the demeanor was far different.
I just called a few minutes ago and the guy came back out. He fired a gun at somebody and he's laying on the street.
The police chief or whoever was the person that diverted that cop away from the scene should be fired. Fired. That seems illegal to me. For you to call and the police officer to not respond is absurd. Like, that guy died because of that. Like, you could literally say that the reason this guy is in the street dead is because that cop did not respond. Yes, the guy is the reason, the dude that killed him. Like, what the fuck?
He's dead. Oh my God. You said an ambulance too.
Naomi's worst fears had come true, as she frantically told dispatch that the man carrying the gun had just shot and killed.
And there was a more pressing matter at a fucking nursing home! What the fuck? What, was there a slip and fall when somebody was playing checkers?
Killed someone outside of her home.
Oh my God.
Okay, calm down, okay? Stay with me. We're putting that into the call. Is anyone in immediate danger?
No, not that I can see or think. No.
In response, the operator bizarrely asks if anyone else is in danger, but Naomi, likely in a state of shock, answers no.
Yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm really not trying to make this about guns again, because I really do think this is on, like, the police dispatch, like, problem. Like, the fact that they didn't get the one cop to, like, check on this. Because they would have had to call back up immediately, because the guy probably would have fucking pulled his gun on the cop. But, like, dude, in New Jersey, there's a dude walking around with a fucking AR, get arrested. Get arrested. That guy is not... Like, I know it's different states, different rules, you know, and it's what people want to vote on, it's democratic, but it's like, dude, in what world is it normal for you to walk around with 2 cans of gas and a fucking gun on your chest? And like, creepily, like, fucking wandering the neighborhood? Like, what are you doing? Just like a showing of freedom or something? Like, what's the fucking point? Like, that's just disturbing. It's like, it's the same thing of like, in those states, are you allowed to walk around, like, wielding a knife? Like, that's kind of, like, that's actually a question. In open carry states, can you open wield a knife? Because I don't know. But it's just, like, I feel like that wouldn't be allowed. Like, most people would agree, if you're walking around holding, like, a katana, something's wrong with you. Like, if you're, like, wandering the streets with a katana, that'd be creepy. But then when it's a gun, it's not. Like, which one's more deadly? Like, I just don't understand. I get it if it's a hunting rifle. Like, I understand, like, you're open carrying a hunting rifle wearing camo, you're gonna go fucking dove hunting. But it's like, why are you walking the streets with a fucking assault rifle?
Before immediately realizing that no one was heading in the direction of Platte Avenue, which was known to be a busier neighborhood.
Maybe on Platte Avenue there might be people in danger.
Yeah, I need the suspect's description. Do you know his name?
No, I don't.
Is he white, black, Hispanic,
He's
Asian?
white, and he's got long curly hair coming out of his cap.
She desperately tried to relay that more people were likely in harm's way, only to be immediately proven right just seconds later.
I think, yeah, there's people outside that might be in danger up on the flag. Oh, I just heard another gun fired. Oh my God.
When she hears more gunshots, prompting the operator to once again ask,
Can they call an ambulance or something right away?
Is anyone in immediate danger?
Only people up on Platte, maybe.
All right, I am putting the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next, okay?
It was only then that the operator would tell Naomi that police and medical personnel were finally being dispatched to the scene, But by this point, it was far too late. In the moments after Naomi had made her first 911 call, Noah Harpen would first attempt to light his house on fire using the 2 cans of gasoline. Though this, however, failed, it caused him to quickly shift his focus. Noah instead stepped outside and brandished his rifle, immediately pointing it directly at Andrew Mayers, who had been riding his bike in the neighborhood. And after seeing the gun, the man stopped and begged him not to shoot, to which Noah responded by pulling the trigger multiple times, killing him instantly, with Andrew Myers being the man that Naomi had seen laying dead on the street. From there, Noah began walking up the street, where he would eventually see 2 women sitting on the porch of a sobriety.
Physically aggravates me, dude. This is so, like, yes, you could do this even if there wasn't, like, open carry laws and shit, but, like, they could have stopped him. But because of what was in place, they didn't care until it was too late. And then now this guy's walking around town, lighting off rounds, killing people.
Where local women went to get help with their drug and alcohol addictions, and upon noticing them, he immediately started shooting, striking and killing both Christina Colella and Jennifer Vasquez. Noah walked for over a mile after this before the police finally caught up with him. When they called out for him to stop walking, Noah turned and immediately opened fire, leading to a massive shootout.
Shoot his ass on the fucking ground immediately! What are we doing? What are we doing?
Noah walked for over a mile after this before the police finally caught up with him. When they
A mile? Dude, he's been wandering the town for 2 hours.
called out for him to stop walking, Noah turned and immediately
They call out to him to stop walking. Just kill him.
immediately opened fire, leading to a massive shootout.
You know he's wandering. I feel like that should be on site. You know for a fact this is the guy walking around. There's bodies in the street. He's killing people. Why are you going, put the gun down? Just kill him. Actually, no, don't kill him. Shoot him in the spine, paralyze him, right? And then, you know, fucking go and handcuff him.
When the smoke cleared, the only one struck had been Noah, who was lying dead on the pavement, marking the end of his killing spree. The investigation that followed revealed that Noah had never even met any of the 3 people he killed that day. They were all total strangers, leaving the question, why had he done it? Well, even today, there's still no clear motive, with this appearing to be
God,
completely...
the reason I'm so angry is because, like, bro, from the point of view from the family of these people, it's not even, like, a reason. Like, you're the wife, husband, mother, son, daughter, whoever, of, like, this guy riding the bike. And it's like he just got shot in broad daylight from a rando that was just pissed. It's like, you just ruined somebody's life that you don't even know.
random and senseless act. But looking at his final and only posts online, Noah was
And they're never getting answers, you know? Like, it's like there's no closure.
clearly very angry and seemed to be mentally unwell, which was corroborated by testimony from his parents, as they later claimed that he had anger issues and suffered from drug addiction and bipolar disorder. But what's so...
How did he get a gun? Bipolar disorder, drug addict, anger problems, open-wielding a rifle in public.
What unusual about this to me was that this video was published just 2 days before the killings, and it was clearly not meant to be a one-off post. It was something that he seemed genuinely excited to continue, yet not even 48 hours later, he resorted to this. What happened in that time frame may never be known, but the effects of it will last forever. And I can't help but wonder how differently this all could have gone if that initial 911 operator had just taken Naomi's report
And just fucking listen to her. And just fucking listen to her. It doesn't even matter. You don't even take her word, right? You don't. There is no word that he take. She calls, you respond.
seriously. Noah's spree didn't start for a full 10 minutes after she started that call, which would have been more than enough time for police to intervene.
Yeah.
Instead, Noah was given all the time he needed to end 3 innocent lives.
Sue the cops? I don't even know if it's the cop, man, because the cop was responding and then he got told to divert. He has to take the command of the dispatcher, who might have been taking command of somebody else. Whoever was responsible for diverting that cop to the fucking nursing home and made that happen, fired.
It wasn't an attraction for the faint of heart.
It might be dispatch.
Standing over 13
I don't know.
100 feet above the ground, the Diogar roadway was built to take tourists up and down the Trickup Mountain.
I mean, it's also the fact that they sent one cop, like, originally. They got one guy.
In Jharkhand, India, it was the tallest cableway in the entire country, offering an unparalleled view of Deoghar and the picturesque landscape around it. Because of this, videos have long since been posted on YouTube showing just how dramatic of a ride this truly is, with one such video being recorded on April 10th, 2022.
Bro, I hate ski lifts. I hate ski lifts. I hate these things. Dude, it's so fucking sketchy, man. When you go over those, like, the post lines where it goes dum, dum, and you shake. I swear to God, right here, that's where the scariest part is.
That day, a woman and her family had been filming their adventure to the Tricot Mountain, and were now filming a first-person view of the descent back down.
Oh my God, is the fucking thing gonna fall? Stop.
It wasn't the kind of place for anyone with a fear of heights, and the loud sounds of the car passing the support towers only added to the anxiety of the trip. But the group filming this all remained relatively calm, quietly conversing to themselves, seemingly unfazed by the spectacular height. Even enjoying it. A feeling that wouldn't last.
What's gonna happen?
Without any warning, the car was met with a massive force, sending the occupants and the camera to the floor, causing the footage to go dark. In that moment, one of the ropeway's axles had dislodged, causing a failure on a pulley system, which resulted in two cars crashing into each other, and the rest coming to a sudden and violent halt. The impact was brutal, but somewhat surprisingly, the footage continued.
I thought the fucking... Dude, I thought the cart fell out of the sky. Oh, okay. Holy shit, man. I thought that it, like, detached.
Showing just enough to reveal that the ropeway and the cabin these people were in were both still intact, before the recording came to an end. This group had survived the impact, but the nightmare was far from over. News of the collision quickly spread throughout the region, leading to the scene being flooded with rescuers and news crews alike, with everyone trying to figure out what exactly was happening, and the initial prognosis was grim. In the impact, one man in a separate car had been killed, and many others were left injured.
What?
In the impact, one man in a separate car had been killed, and many others were left injured. And making matters worse, due to the broken axle, the ropeway was now
How did they collide that fast that it killed them? I feel like this moves at like 4 miles an hour.
no longer operational, meaning that the 70-plus people spread throughout the various cars were now stuck, some of whom were still suspended over 1,000 feet in the air. It was going to be an incredibly difficult rescue operation, just given the height of the ropeway alone. And ultimately, it was determined that the Indian Air Force would utilize their special top-of-the-line helicopters to fly over the cars and lower down ropes with harnesses attached to them for survivors, who then would strap themselves in and be hoisted up to the helicopter above using an electronic winch. It took hours for them to even make their first attempt, before finally trying their approach on a middle-aged man, who slid on his rescue strap and was then slowly pulled up towards safety. The footage of this is horrifying. These people were already over 1,000 feet in the air when their cars got stuck, and now they were being lifted even higher, tethered only by a single rope and a safety harness. Worst of all, it was a particularly windy day, which was made worse by the swirling of the helicopter blades, a combination that caused the man to start swinging wildly from side to side as he hung onto the rope for dear life. It was a grueling journey up, but finally the man reached the aircraft, and with safety just a few feet away, he instinctively reached his arms above his head in an attempt to grab onto the helicopter, a decision that would have disastrous effects.
Oh my God!
As he did so, his harness slid upwards and was pulled over his shoulders, and then over his arms, before eventually landing in his hands, meaning the only thing left holding him up was his own grip. as he clung to the now useless harness.
Grab it!
Just inches away from rescue. Meanwhile, the rescue crew search the crowd for something they can use to safely hoist him in. But before they got the chance... The man slipped out of his harness, momentarily catching himself on the side of the helicopter itself. But by this point, his strength was gone, and seconds later, his grip would fail for good. Causing him to plummet approximately 2,000 feet to the ground below, killing him instantly. For those waiting to be rescued, the sight was especially horrific as they watched the...
I mean, no one's gonna literally now, dude, the first guy they try to save fucking falls to his death. None of them are going to fucking... How are they gonna get these people down? I'm not going on that fucking shit if I watch that guy die.
Who they thought had made it to safety, fall to the ground right in front of them. The fear they must have felt knowing that soon it would be their turn is unimaginable.
They're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep doing it.
After this, the rescue crews began making tweaks to their operation, which started to lead to a few attempts going off without a hitch. But the entire process was incredibly slow, as a full 24 hours would pass before 60-year-old Shubha Devi would finally get her chance to be removed from the car. And as she started her ascent up to the helicopter, the wind also caused her to start swinging wildly. So wildly, in fact, that the winch used to lift her suddenly stopped working, leaving her hanging there, only moving side to side rather than up towards safety. As she hung there,
Lower me down to the fucking ground! What? Okay, the winch doesn't work. Bring the helicopter to the ground. I fucking slow and steady. I'll smack the ground, break a rib or two, and then I'll fucking unhook me.
Rescuers on the helicopter frantically tried to figure out what the problem with the winch was. But before they could ever get their answer, the
rope snaps. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. They should sue the fuck out of this. They should sue the Indian government for this shit, dude. You fucking kidding me? The goddamn military can't fucking save these people?
Suddenly snapped, causing her to free fall to the ground below. It came without any sort of warning, and from what I could find online, there isn't a definitive answer as to how this happened. But either way, it resulted in Shubha's tragic death. It took a total of 48 hours for the last of the survivors to be rescued and finally brought to safety, an unimaginable amount of time in an unimaginable position. With
2 days, they're just sitting in that fucking, lift.
Survivors having to watch 2 people fall to their deaths before them, unsure if they too were going to meet the same fate. Since its release, the footage has sparked some debate online, as the media actually hailed this as an...
Yo, this really made me realize I'm not going on any of these lifts in any country that's not the U.S. And I'm not trying to be, judgmental when I say that, but, I'm so deadass. I'm not, just any rant, fuck that. Holy shit. And I'm not saying the U.S. is, not even in the U.S. Oh, any of the ones that are this fucking high, hell no. I've gone to ski lift. That's why I'm not, I'm still going to ski lift. Because a ski lift, it's if that shit snapped, I'd fall 30 feet, break both my legs. But I'd live, you know? There's people that jump off ski lifts to be dickheads, snowboarders that fucking want to go. That's different. This, hell no.
I actually hailed this as an impressive and even successful rescue operation for the Indian Air Force, while others have hit back on this, as both incidents seem to have been entirely preventable, with more people dying from the rescue than...
Not even in Europe? No, in Switzerland I would. But I know that they're better built.
The accident itself. Though ultimately there were no repercussions for the rescue crew, with the only punishments being dished out to the operating company DRIL.
Yeah, I mean, whoever the fuck designed this should just get sued, man.
Which was accused of not properly maintaining the ropeway and not following proper safety protocols. It was even alleged that when the initial crash happened, the people operating the ropeway at the time actually fled the scene and never even called authorities. But I'm not sure if this was ever...
They just left?
Actually proven. DRIL was fined over $1 million and has since been blacklisted from operating ropeways for 5 years, while the families of the deceased were given around $33,000 in compensation.
Fucking wipe my ass with $33,000. Are you serious? Are you serious? You watch your mom fall to her death and you get $30K?
Currently, there are plans to repair and reopen the ropeway. Though at this point...
Who the fuck would ever go on this rope? I mean, it's cooked. I feel like the fucking company should just fucking fall to the face of the earth, fucking crash and burn, dude. Are you kidding me? Who the hell's gonna go back on this after they know that fucking 3 people fell to their death?
No official date has been given for the reopening.
Reopening. No one's gonna go on that. That's absurd. Mom's priceless, let alone 30K. No, I'm not saying there's any amount of money that justifies it, but I mean, like, you know, you getting $1 million would be like, okay, I understand them trying to make right in some way. 30K? 30 grand. Your mom's dead. 30 grand. And you paid to go on this. For like a fun family trip. Oh my god, that's horrible. That is so sad.
Yo, new JCS! Let's go!
911, what is the location of your emergency?
Hold on, everyone in the chat, say hi to YouTube. Hey, hey, don't, oh my god.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
Hey, hi chat, hi everyone commenting on YouTube. I'm gonna comment back, so don't worry. Hey.
Emergency. 4748 Grand Court. Is this the police or medical? My boyfriend is dead. Get to the line for the fire department. Not hang.
Hi, Chris. Tell me exactly what happened here.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I catch him in a case of we were playing, like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened.
Okay, you hanging from somewhere or what, man?
No, I was out of the suitcase.
You was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
So is he breathing?
No.
I need you to get him on the floor, pat his back for me, okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah, okay. But, okay, listen, keep laying flat on it. Ma'am, listen to me. I want you to lay flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Okay, wait.
Yes, and careful.
Okay, man, that's fine. We're still going to do compression for him, okay? If you do have your hand on his breast, going right in the center of the chest.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
I'm looking at his cell.
Okay.
Please. Okay, your girdle.
Okay, listen to me. Tracy, you look...
Someone's in sniffing purple. Sounds like my... What kind of... do you have? What? What are you, Barney?
Tracy, you look your hand. Right between his chest, right between his breastbone. Put your other hand on top of that hand. We want to pump his chest hard and fast. Twice per second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What is it, a Thanos cock?
Who for now?
Right there.
This is 42-year-old Sarah Boone, who you just heard on the 911 call a few seconds ago. Her boyfriend was 42-year-old George Torres Jr., who she locked inside a suitcase the night before, ultimately leading to him dying of suffocation. Sarah's explanation is that it was a totally unintentional and unforeseen accident, but what she's completely unaware of at this particular moment is the fact she recorded 2 videos on her phone last night, the first of which was taken at 11:12 p.m. and shows her laughing at George while he's zipped up in the suitcase. But George isn't laughing. He's asking to be let out and repeatedly stating that he can't breathe. The second video was recorded 11 minutes later, showing the same thing, except the suitcase was flipped over and in a different area of the apartment. Sarah is both unmistakably and heavily intoxicated in these videos, which may explain the fact she didn't delete them. It would be safe to assume that she has no idea the videos exist. And yes, you will see the moment she becomes aware of their existence. But we first have to acknowledge how this episode was even possible, and that would be the Law and Crime Network. They sent us the uncompressed documents that comprise this video, and almost every case we have covered, or will cover, is already available in its raw form on this channel, which includes the 2 main items of public record in the case of Sarah Boone, starting with the body cam footage, which is right where we left off.
Hello there. I have a cigarette loop. Get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay? I really need something to drink. Okay, well, I got my Dr. Pepper on the counter. Okay, we'll take care of you. Give me 1 second.
What's going on?
Sorry,
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like, he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
Like, having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night. Okay. So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right? Okay. So he gets in the suitcase. Okay.
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband. My former husband.
Hi, he lives here with you guys?
No. I called him over here.
Okay, okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys. All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay.
What 42-year-olds are playing hide and seek, bro? Okay? What 42-year-olds are playing hide and seek and not recording YouTube videos? Okay? So I understand there are some older people who do make hide and seek videos online. I get that. What I'm saying is, I'm assuming this wasn't for content. So, once again I ask, what 42-year-olds are playing hide and seek? This sounds like this just doesn't even sound believable off the bat.
Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my doctor?
I said what humans. I said what 42 humans. I didn't say robotics. There are, you know this for sure, there are robot people.
Pepper, I am so caught out right now. It's on the counter.
I can't move anything from out of the house. Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal with, right? I can get you some water, okay?
The officer then talks to Sarah's ex-husband.
About 11:30 is when I started calling to find out because this is supposed to be her day.
He referred to the fact that Sarah was meant to have custody of their son today.
She's generally not very good about always doing it.
They called back and said she was still there, or she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she would be getting him or not today.
From school?
Yes.
Okay.
Got over here, told her she could call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. But I called her
Give me 1
initially.
second, okay?
He's currently on parole because of it, so.
Domestic violence with her?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He explains that George has been arrested for domestic violence multiple times against Sarah, and that Sarah's literally bailed him out every time.
Oh, she's getting one from this cat. Okay, well, listen.
The police officer asks the ex-husband to stick around for a little while longer. She then gets a notepad and returns to Sarah to collect more information.
At some point, you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right where it is.
Right down there?
Yes.
You zipped.
Wait, I'm gonna make you squirm a bit? Like, at least if you're gonna lie, right? Wouldn't you be like, I didn't zip him up? Or like, I don't know, something. But you're saying you zipped him up and you wanted to see him squirm? That's literally insane, bro.
Him in there.
Yes.
Thought it would be funny a little
It
bit.
was. We both were laughing about it.
Okay.
And then I fell asleep.
Where did you fall asleep at?
Upstairs. I just
So
told him
you
to
began to do CPR on him?
Yes. Yes.
About
And he
what
gurgled.
time this morning did you start doing that CPR?
No, it was the afternoon. And air was coming out and he was gurgling, but I could tell by looking at him.
But you knew how to do CPR, you were doing that on your own?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to sit back down because I don't want
Can
you
I have one more sip of water?
Yeah, go.
Can I have a cigarette, please?
Yeah. Take anything out of the house.
It's on the back porch.
Nope, all of it. It's secure, okay?
The officer then confirms the ex-husband will be taking custody of the child.
And your child is in school right now. He's not here with you.
No. He's
okay,
in school.
He's in school. How old is he?
This will be a fun one. He's not. He's third
I
grade.
can't even start with how you would explain something like this. Okay.
The ex-husband leaves, and the officers wait for investigators to arrive.
Not right now. We can't have you go and get anything. Why don't you sit in the shade?
The investigators then arrive.
Hey, Sarah. You get enough water? No, if you want to stay seated, I don't want you getting lightheaded. So remember I said the detectives were going to come out and talk to you and go from there. They're here. They're going to ask you a few questions and then go from there, okay? All right.
All right, Sarah, my name's Chelsea. My partner, Scott.
They ask Sarah what happened.
So he decided to get in the suitcase. So I thought it would be funny to
Again, Chad, and I've said this before, and I I say it every JCS. You don't have to talk to the cops. So the more information you give, the more you fuck yourself, basically. Even if you didn't do anything wrong. If you get a good enough lawyer, so this shit where they're asking questions, you can be like, listen, I don't want to answer anything. This is a serious thing. I don't know my lawyer before I say anything.
I got it too. To get them up in there. I go upstairs and fell asleep. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
After you zipped them up, did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away back?
We're laughing about it. But I went upstairs and I fell asleep. I'm afraid for my life. What you know? I am afraid for my life. His family has never liked me.
Have you called any of them?
We talked to his daughter yesterday.
No, I mean, like, about this. Does anyone know? Okay.
They're
So
going
it's...
to kill me.
Okay,
Do
well...
they live local?
Yes, they're down the road. They're going to kill me.
The detectives reassure Sarah that she's not about to get murdered, and then go in to investigate the apartment.
Just stay seated, okay, Sarah? I know you're panicking, okay? Just relax. We'll come and talk to you. We'll keep checking on you.
This police officer was brilliant. Her temperament was perfect for the situation. The investigators simply asked Sarah to stay somewhere else for the night, and to come to the police station the following day with any questions she might have. Sarah stayed with her ex-husband, then showed up at the sheriff's office the next day at 3:51 p.m. with an entire handwritten page of questions, the first of which was about when she's getting back her phone. Sarah takes out a page of questions, which the investigator semi-acknowledges then brushes off.
So obviously, procedures autopsy. So I'm going to read you your rights again because we have to talk about that. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me? And do you understand what I just read you?
Sarah has no idea what just happened.
This morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he had by the doctor. So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his left lip. We could see his mouth was a little. I haven't laid it on. Okay.
Forensics have since proven that George sustained his injuries the night he died, and he didn't have them before entering the apartment.
Also, too, I fell off my son's bike, so I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall or the halter door.
The investigator.
He's notorious for running into a wall. Did I just wait? Let me rewind that. I gotta run that back.
I fell off my son's bike, so I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall or the.
Okay, so I did it right. That's gotta be top 3 worst excuse I've ever heard on this entire channel, bro. Top 3.
A halter door.
The investigator details further injuries, including a contusion on his neck.
And they're all recent, like they occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred, the night leading up to 1 week.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it. I have no idea what it is. No idea what it is. We had a good time sitting on the back porch, having wine, and smoking a couple of cigarettes, and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play, and listen to music. That's why.
She had all night to set this up, which is the issue. For all we know, she could have designed this entire scene of events from scratch. There is a 12-hour gap between the timestamp on her videos to the moment police showed up on her doorstep, which is plenty of time to assemble what looks like a very pleasant scene of events that in no way precipitated a drunken act of revenge that ultimately led to murder.
Nobody got out of the store. This is what my blood, and I have no clue. Nobody laid a hand on anybody.
He also had, like on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising, and like his head swole. I have no idea. As if something
not touched him. I have not touched him. I have no idea. We had a good day. It was a...
And I want to see this video, by the way. I hope they show it. The video of her looking into the water. I want to see this shit.
Good day. We've had good days. It's been good. Like, I don't even know where this is coming from.
The interrogator now brings up Sarah's last call to police, reporting domestic violence.
A month ago, it was a curtain rod.
Yeah, that's why I can't believe that's a big guy either.
She just referred to the fact that George didn't face charges for the alleged assault.
Like, we've been good. I don't know if, like, the last time he got out of jail, like, we've been good. He's been having his classes. Reservation officer? I've been good. I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me. So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs for a sleep. That's usually what it is. I don't know if you talked to Brian about any of that, but most of the time when I flee, I go up there. So...
Sarah is detailing possible motives for retaliation. Routine procedure would be to keep...
I just saw a weird comment in the chat. I'll put it over here. What's this called? The show? Question mark? Thanks. What kind of bot-ass comment is this, bro? What kind of NPC shit is this? What's this called? The show? Question mark? Thanks. What the fuck does that mean? Answer it.
Her train of thought locked on this element, provide encouragement and understanding while inquiring further into the suspect's grievances with the victim. The only problem is that the lead interrogator really doesn't like Sarah, and abandons the task of pretending to, which makes this a significantly flawed, yet remarkably entertaining process to bear witness.
Right, but you're saying that you guys have been good, and when I asked you yesterday, there has the last incident that you can remember was the curtain rod incident, which you said was a month ago, so give or take. Right.
The investigator challenges an earlier assertion which rebuttals the discourse, and the suspect then starts defending her relationship with the victim.
I really love him. And I do. And I feel like I can help him. He came a really long way. And he was trying. He was really trying.
She somehow transitions into the principal.
Why are you saying I think I can help him? Did they not tell him that he's dead? Dude.
Of how she doesn't normally drink, and it's kind of only because of George that she drinks at all.
The occasional wine, whatever, or if it's a weekend. That's when you have...
What the hell are these bot-ass comments, bro? Los, are you all retarded? Bro. Nah, dude. I gotta read some of this sometimes, bro. Wait, you answer should the question I tubby? You answer should the question I tubby. I feel like I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone, bro.
A good time. You don't have to wake up the next day. I have to wake up the next day and do things. I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more previously prior that I need to get done. He can't process like that. He didn't process like that. So the next thing you know, he doesn't want to deal with it. I'm going to go get something to drink. Nobody knew George better than I did. I say that I knew George better than himself. And I tried in every way, shape, and form. Ask everyone. I helped him. I took care of him.
Sarah talks about George's anger management classes and the supposed progress he was making.
And would always come home and show me his papers. And we would look over his papers together. So it's like, wow, actually you're learning this in class? And some of the stuff that they would show them, like videos, he would come home and be like, Sarah, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. He changed. And that's where you're still, even though he's done all these things to you. And I tell you, I love him. I love him. Everybody
next moment, the detective will say, then they have to do something to defend themselves. Sarah's temperament will completely switch at the completion of this sentence.
They have to do something to defend themselves. I went to sleep, and I don't know if you would like to see it on my phone, or I think it's actually on a laptop.
She explains how she once filed a restraining order against George, then for some reason brings up his ex-wife.
When I say a monster, she's a monster. Like, it does,
The interrogator lets her vent about the ex-wife for 2 minutes. She will now bring the focus back to the investigation.
Since talking yesterday, do you remember any, like, timelines better? Like, what time you guys were planning?
Hey, John, I'm curious what a lot of you guys do or what do you want to do when you know, for like a career. And does anyone want to do like this kind of, like be like an investigator type shit? You interview and you're like, you know, not just like normal police, but you're like an investigator. Does anyone want to do that? I feel like that would be fun, you know, to try to like solve a crime. I think that would be fun. Yeah. Rosa Fed. Dude, I'm not a bro. I'm saying like, out of any job, like anything that has to do with law enforcement, that's the most. That seems like the best one to do. I'm saying the detective. Like, I'm not trying to go pull people over. Show up to houses and shit. You know, that shit's dangerous. I'm down to do like some detective work. No, I'm down with that shit. Anyway, alright, well, thank you for the answers, Jack. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below. What do you want to do with your life? What with your career? I want to know.
Like, what time you stepped up to them?
What will you already do? What?
Luggage, what time you went upstairs?
We started because we had to clean the house a little bit.
What the fuck?
Recalls the game.
Hold on, I gotta rewind.
We started because we had to clean the house a little bit, did some laundry.
She recalls the game starting at around 4 p.m. and her going to sleep at around midnight.
So I had 4 and I had midnight. So there's a big gap. So I'm just curious, like, if you recall when you went upstairs.
What? Eat Rap's cock and we're leaving.
Inside, probably about behind the desk, around there too long. Worked on the puzzle again, finished it. Started to paint. Well, started with music for a little bit. Started to paint. Can we turn the music off? No problem. Started at the top, paint, whatever. I don't want to paint anymore. Let's just, come on. Okay, you want the hand feet? What he does is, okay, tag, you're in. Okay, we know. Okay, take off.
That's not how you play hide and seek.
That's okay.
What game is that? Tag, you're in? Like, Los plays wide and seek. Oh, you're a fucking asshole, dude. Why does everything have to come back to me? Why can't we just, hey, make fun of this fucking murderer? Make fun of anything else, bro?
You guys ever played you said you played hide and seek like probably 3 times in your relationship? When you have played, have you ever zipped him up in a suitcase prior?
No. Okay. The suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them. So he took it upon himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations, and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the clothing and shoe things at my son's school.
No, I'm just asking, in the past, like, have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not, but obviously I understand, you know, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter, you were laughing, he was laughing, but what I'm just asking is in the past, like, is it something that you guys normally do?
Absolutely.
it?
It was from your phone.
With regard to the colossal realm of interrogation footage, the level of notoriety these next moments acquired is virtually unprecedented. I feel like this picture belongs on a wall somewhere.
No, I don't remember that. For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Your battery's not trash.
For everything you've ever done to me. Yo. Dude, that's like irrefutable fucking evidence right there, bro. Oh my god.
For everything you've done to me. Your battery's not trash.
Sarah may have been hoping that that was the end of it. Really can't say that I blame her for that.
Is it long? I don't know how much I can take. I don't know how much I can take. Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it. That's okay. You can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long? 2 minutes. For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.